In the vast landscape of global industry, few names evoke a legacy quite like Hitachi. For decades, it has stood as a colossus, its presence felt in everything from bullet trains to televisions. Yet, within one of its most recognizable divisions, Power Tools, a quiet but profound transformation has occurred. A brand that once proudly bore the Hitachi name now operates under a different identity. This is the story of how Hitachi Power Tools, a division known for innovation and reliability, seemingly lost its own name, and what that transition means for its future and its loyal customers. To understand the change, we must first appreciate the origins. Hitachi was founded in 1910 by engineer Namaheo Daira in Japan. What began as a small electrical repair shop quickly grew. Its very first product, a 5-horsepower electric motor, laid the foundation for a sprawling industrial empire. The name Hitachi itself carries significant meaning, combining Hi for sun and Itachi for rise, signifying rising sun. It was a name chosen to symbolize progress and innovation from its earliest days. From that singular electric motor, Hitachi evolved into an enormous conglomerate. Its portfolio became incredibly diverse, encompassing everything from industrial systems and IT to power generation, construction machinery, healthcare, defense, and consumer electronics. This vast diversification was a hallmark of Japanese zaibatsu-style corporations, creating an interconnected web of businesses under a powerful central brand. Among these many ventures, a division dedicated to robust power tools began to carve out its own distinct identity. The dedicated power tool division, known as Hitachi Koki Company, Limited, was officially established in 1948. From its inception, Hitachi Koki quickly gained a reputation for manufacturing high-quality electric power tools and woodworking machines. This segment of Hitachi's vast empire focused squarely on the professional and serious DIY market, building a trust based on durability and performance. It wasn't just another product line, it was a specialized entity with its own engineering prowess and market focus. Hitachi Koki didn't just manufacture tools, it innovated. The company became known for pushing boundaries in the power tool sector. A notable example came in 2014, with the introduction of the first-ever impact driver featuring a brushless motor. This was followed by another industry first, a cordless hammer drill equipped with an auto-stop function. Such advancements solidified Hitachi Koki's position as a forward-thinking player, capable of challenging established norms and delivering genuine improvements to professional users worldwide. By the 21st century, Hitachi Koki had firmly established itself on the global stage. Its power tools were not just popular in Japan but were sold in over 100 countries worldwide. This extensive international presence meant that the Hitachi name, through its power tool division, was recognized and trusted by tradespeople and builders across continents. The brand's distinctive green and black color scheme became a familiar sight on job sites, signaling a product of Japanese engineering and reliability. However, even a giant like Hitachi is not immune to economic pressures and strategic re-evaluation. As the 2010s progressed, the broader Hitachi Group initiated a significant strategic restructuring. The company aimed to pivot its core focus towards what it termed social innovation businesses, primarily IT, energy, and infrastructure projects. This meant a deliberate move away from certain manufacturing sectors and consumer-facing divisions that were no longer considered central to its long-term vision. This shift would inevitably impact its diverse subsidiaries. Part of this strategic redirection involved a critical decision: divesting non-core assets. For a conglomerate as expansive as Hitachi, this process was complex and far-reaching. While profitable, some divisions were deemed less aligned with the new social innovation mandate. The power tool division, Hitachi Koki, found itself in this category. It was a well-performing entity, but not seen as integral to the parent company's future strategic path, leading to the search for a new owner. In February 2017, the outcome of this divestment process became clear. Hitachi Koki Company, Limited announced its acquisition by Kohlberg Kravis Roberts, or KKR, a prominent global private equity firm. KKR's business model often involves acquiring companies, optimizing their operations, and then selling them for a profit. The transaction value was substantial, approximately 6.2 billion yen, which equated to around $550 million at the time. This marked a significant turning point, separating Hitachi Koki from its century-old parent. The first step in the brand's metamorphosis came swiftly. In June 2018, Hitachi Koki Company, Limited, the corporate entity, officially rebranded itself to Koki Holdings Company, Limited. While the product labels still bore the Hitachi name, this corporate change hinted at the deeper transformation to come. It was a clear signal that the legacy ties were being systematically unwound, preparing for a new identity independent of the Hitachi conglomerate. The decisive moment arrived in October 2018. The power tools themselves, previously known as Hitachi Power Tools, were globally rebranded to HiKOKI. This new name wasn't arbitrary, it was derived directly from Hitachi Koki, a phonetic nod to its heritage, yet distinct enough to signify a new era. For longtime users, the familiar green and black tools would now carry a new, unfamiliar badge. It was a move that aimed to create a fresh brand identity while acknowledging its roots. The pronunciation of HiKOKI quickly became a point of emphasis for the new brand. The company made it clear that the I should be pronounced like Hi, and Koki like Koki. This careful instruction highlighted the challenge of launching a new, distinct global brand name while ensuring it resonated correctly across diverse linguistic backgrounds. It was more than just a name change, it was a deliberate effort to manage perception and establish a new auditory identity. Accompanying the rebranding was a new brand message, New HiKOKI. New Promise. This slogan was clearly designed to signal a forward-looking vision, reassuring customers that despite the name change, the commitment to quality and innovation remained. KKR's stated aim for HiKOKI was to accelerate growth and strengthen its position as a global leader. This implied not just continuity, but an intensified focus on market expansion and competitive advantage under its new ownership. The decision to abandon the venerable Hitachi name for power tools was multifaceted. Some sources suggest it was partly due to Hitachi Limited's desire to limit the use of its brand name for divested entities, protecting its core identity. Other sources, particularly those closer to KKR, emphasized the private equity firm's ambition to build a new, distinct global brand identity for the power tool division. This approach offered the freedom to chart its own course, unburdened by the conglomerate's broader strategic shifts, and to create a brand singularly focused on power tools. Implementing the rebrand was a monumental task. It wasn't merely a logo change, it required a complete overhaul across more than 100 countries. Every piece of packaging, all marketing materials, and every single product label needed to be updated. This logistical challenge demanded meticulous planning and execution to ensure a smooth transition while maintaining brand visibility and market confidence. The sheer scale of the operation underscored the strategic importance of this new identity. Unsurprisingly, customer reactions to the rebrand were mixed. Many loyal Hitachi Power Tools users expressed initial confusion or nostalgia for the familiar name they had trusted for years. For some, the change felt like a loss of a long-standing relationship. However, others saw it as a forward-looking move, an opportunity for renewed focus and innovation. The task for HiKOKI was to convince its established customer base that the underlying quality and commitment to professionals remained, despite the altered exterior. Despite the name change, the legacy of Hitachi Koki continues within HiKOKI. The company maintains its extensive global R&D, manufacturing, and sales networks. Crucially, the engineering talent and expertise that built Hitachi Koki's reputation for innovation remain largely intact. This continuity ensures that the brand can leverage decades of experience and intellectual property, rather than starting from scratch. The name changed, but the foundational capabilities and commitment to quality persist. Since its rebranding, HiKOKI has not rested on its laurels. The company has continued to release a steady stream of new products, consistently emphasizing performance and user experience. This ongoing commitment to product development is vital for retaining market share and proving that the brand is not just a renamed entity, but an evolving force in the power tool industry. The HiKOKI tools aim to build on the innovation DNA inherited from Hitachi Koki, reassuring professionals of their continued dedication to high-quality, high-performance equipment. To clarify the distinction, Hitachi Limited remains a formidable conglomerate, focusing on its social innovation businesses. HiKOKI, on the other hand, is a specialized global power tool company, owned by KKR. While the names are related phonetically, they represent two distinct corporate entities with separate strategic objectives. One represents the past of the power tool division, the other its future. This separation allows each entity to pursue its own goals without dilution or conflict. The story of Hitachi Power Tools becoming HiKOKI is more than just a name change, it's a profound narrative about corporate evolution, strategic divestment, and the complex process of brand identity. It illustrates how even the most established names can undergo significant transformations in response to global markets and corporate strategies. For consumers, it's a reminder that while the name on the tool may change, the heritage of innovation and the promise of quality are often carried forward, albeit under a new banner.